two. If you are watching already, we're talking about what is your job? What is your job? What is your job? What do you do? We're going to talk about that today, how we can ask someone what their job is and what response we can give when answering that question. So we're not going to talk about heavy grammar. We're going to obviously do pronunciation, and well, we're going to speak natural English. So stick around, subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, and leave a comment during the video, or if you're watching this after, just to ask any questions, to give me some feedback, and to, well, just to see how you're getting on. And tell me, what is your job? So that is the first question. What is your job? One sec. What is your job? That's perfectly correct. It's a good way of asking someone, and very natural English. We don't often say that in conversation, maybe. What is your job? Perhaps another one that is more natural. What do you do? What do you do? How about that? Can you say that? What do you do? So, what do you do? Or what do you do? See the different ways? It depends if we're talking about jobs with someone and then we say, so what do you do? But if it's the first question, so what do you do? We have the down on the end there, at the end of the question. What do you do? It doesn't mean what are you doing right now in this moment, because it is a question about generalities. If we want to talk about right now, it's what are you doing? What are you doing? But when we say what do you do, that usually refers to work. How about this one? What do you do for a living? That's like saying, what do you do to earn money? Except it's more natural. What do you do for a living? It could be quite a polite way of saying it. What do you do for a living? It's not a friendly, natural way of asking someone about their job. A more professional way is this one. What line of work are you in? Or what is your line of work? You know, what type of work do you do? So that's quite a professional way of asking that question. What type of work do you do? What line of work do you do? Another one. How about this? This is quite relaxed and natural. Where do you work? Where do you work? Literally. It could sound like, in which place do you work, location-wise? And you may give that answer. I work in Manchester, or I work in London. But more often, it's where do you work means what do you do for work? What is your job? So that's another way we can ask someone about what their job is. What is your job? What are you up to these days? That's really informal, friendly. What are you up to these days? Generally, it could refer to the job, but it could also refer to um, general life. What do you do normally with your life? What are you up to these days? Um, so, where do you work? What do you do? And they're very regular ways of asking. What is your job? Not so much, but that's a valid way of saying it. Um, what do you do for a living? What is your line of work? Or what line of work are you in? Where do you work? So we can use any of these questions to ask someone about their job, about their work. Which one do you like best? I like, where do you work? So where do you work? What do you do? Not so much. What is your line of work? Or in what line of work are you in? I'd say, where do you work? Let's say that one. That wins. So we know the question. And now, if someone asks you the question, how will you answer? What answer can we give? Say, well, what we shouldn't say, first of all, don't just say your job title. So, what do you do? Teacher. See, that's not a natural way of saying it, is it? Not a good response to that question. What do you do, teacher? We want to be a bit more grammatically correct. I know I said we're not going to talk about grammar, but just a little bit. You want to use to be, I am. So, I am a teacher. What do you do? Oh, I am a teacher. I am an engineer. See, "an" because it's the next word begins with E. I am an engineer. Or I'm a nurse. So, what do you think? I'm an engineer. I'm a teacher. I'm a nurse. Can you think of other jobs that people do? You could even add some more information. Okay, what do you do? Where do you work? Well, I'm a teacher. I work in a secondary school, or I work in a high school. I'm a nurse. I work at the local hospital. I'm an engineer. I work for a construction company. How about this? It's not just perhaps the type of company you work for. Where do you work? Well, I'm a teacher. I teach English to adults. Or I live stream on YouTube. I work in IT. I mainly deal with cybersecurity. I'm a project manager. I coordinate different teams. So there's different ways of adding details to the answer. Not just saying I am a or I am an, but add a little bit more information. Physically where you work. I work in the local hospital or I work in a high school. Then add, maybe you could add as well or instead, I'm a teacher. I teach English to adults. So not just where you work, but what you do. So that's a good answer, isn't it? What is your job? Where do you work? Can you think of a longer answer you can give? Okay, so how about this then? If you don't have a traditional job, you don't work in an office, you don't work in a school, You can, what do you do? Oh, I'm studying at the moment. Or I'm a student at the local college. I'm studying, I'm a student. I'm currently looking for work. So someone who doesn't have a job, they can say, I'm currently looking for a job. Or, how about this one? I'm in between jobs right now. So one job's finished, and you're looking for another one. And so you, oh, I'm in between jobs right now. This is another one. If you haven't got a traditional job, you could say, I'm a parent, so I'm a stay-at-home parent. I don't know if that's really something I would say, even if I had children. Um, I'm a full-time parent. That's a good one. So I'm a full-time pet parent. Well, probably not so often that we would say that. Maybe you've stopped working because you've finished. You are now retired, so you can say, I'm retired. Or I used to work in construction. I used to work as a teacher. So, are you working at the moment, or do you have a different kind of work? And you can try to continue the conversation. So, what do you do? Well, I'm a teacher. I give English lessons to adults. Okay, bye. Now you try and continue the conversation. Oh, how long have you been doing that for? Or even shorter, for how long? Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy teaching adults? Do you, oh, that's a stressful job. Or is it stressful? So we have a few things there. And yeah, I've been doing it for a few years now. Oh, it's quite demanding, but I enjoy it. It can be stressful at times. Children. So we're building conversation, aren't we, here? We're building conversation. So what do you do? You can say, what do you do for work? Oh, I'm a teacher. I teach English to adults. Oh, how long have you been doing that for? Oh, not too long, just 2 or 3 years. Is it stressful? Or do you enjoy it? Yeah. It pays the bills. That's a good one. You know what that means? It pays for the house. It pays for the electricity, the gas, the car, the bills. Money you have to spend every month. So we want to think about what jobs we can talk about. What jobs are there available? We're going to do a list of jobs. And we're going to use I am, or he is, or she is, or they are if it applies. So someone can be an accountant when you work with numbers, counting, accountant. A lawyer. Are you a lawyer? Doctor. I am a doctor. She is a nurse. He is an engineer. I am an architect. She is a software developer. I am an IT technician. How about this? I'm a project manager. I'm self-employed. Now that's something we haven't mentioned. I'm self-employed. So it means that you work for yourself. Um, you could say that, oh, I'm self-employed. I do window cleaning. I'm self-employed. I'm self-employed. I make suits at home and sell them on the internet. One more. I'm a sales representative. Mm, he works in the local supermarket. Uh, she is a marketing manager. I'm an administrator. I do office work. So what do you do? Oh, I do office work. Or I, what's the word here? I develop software. So instead of saying your job title, you're saying what the actual work you do is. Well, I work with children. I'm self-employed. I walk dogs. Does anyone here walk dogs? Do you walk dogs? What do you do for work? What is your job? Where do you work? Oh, I'm a software developer. I work from home. Do you work from home? I work in finance, I work in marketing, I work in IT, teacher, teaching assistant, call center. I work in a call center. Now, a call center operative, or is there another name for that job, working in a call center? I'm a tutor or a teacher. I'm a dentist. Oh, no, I don't like dentists. They're a necessary evil. I'm a care worker. I work with sick people, or I work in a retirement home. These are good ones. I am an electrician. She is a plumber. He is a builder. I am a carpenter. She's a mechanic. I am a painter and decorator. Well, clearly I'm not. I need to get one. I'm a hairdresser. She is a barber. See, a barber does men's hair. A hairdresser could do both, but maybe more women than men. Waiter. I'm a waiter. I work in a fancy restaurant. Do you know what that means? An expensive restaurant. I'm a chef. I do Mexican food. I'm a barista. I make gorgeous coffee. I'm a shop assistant. I'm a cleaner. I used to work as a cleaner until I retired. I wish. Security guard. In many supermarkets we have security guards. I work in the supermarket as a security guard. You're describing your job here. Bus driver. Are you a taxi driver? A pilot? Are you a pilot? Are you a truck driver? You can also say lorry driver, but I think truck driver might be easier for people to say. Photographer, journalist, writer, actor, musician. How many people do you know that are musicians? Freelancer, consultant, entrepreneur. Now that's a French word, entrepreneur. It's a French. Is it? Do you speak French? Is it a French word? Do they say that in French? Entrepreneur. Something else, when you're self-employed, you can also say, I run my own business. Fancy. We can describe our jobs. Now, Do you work full-time every day, Monday to Friday, or even a weekend? Do you work part-time? Are you a shift worker? Do you have flexible hours? Do you work remotely? I have a hybrid job. That means you work sometimes at the office and sometimes at home. Is it a permanent contract? Is it a temporary contract? Maybe we wouldn't ask those, but it's good to know so you can understand if people tell you. So I work full time, I work remotely, I'm on a temporary contract. Do you see the difference there? I am not a temporary contract. I am on a temporary contract, or I have a permanent contract, so that's the way we say it. So basically, that is that's the video today. If you have a different job, please tell me in the comments, in a whole sentence. Don't just put your job down. Tell me in a sentence, I am a teacher. I teach children maths. Oh, in America they'll say math. Only one. We say maths because that's the way we say it. We're British. Well, thanks for watching the live stream today. Please leave a comment, thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel. And look out for the WhatsApp channel I have. The details will be in the description. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.